it's cold. We're a place where you can get warm, where you can get dry, that sort of thing. And it doesn't really matter. I think it's all libraries. All of the libraries, certainly in the metro, whether you're out in the country, rural areas like Hera and Jones, or whether you're talking about Capitol Hill or Ralph Ellison, or certainly downtown.
Okay.
I think being open to the public in general creates public safety challenges, and it doesn't matter whether you're talking about. I think sometimes we think of the folks who have homelessness issues as the ones that maybe are causing some of these issues, but in fact, I think in many cases the folks that are using our libraries as their get out of the heat, get out of the cold zone, it's not them, because they relish the fact that we have this. But the fact that we're open to the public means that everybody can come in, and not every person in our community has learned necessarily the best public behavior. And so occasionally we have folks that I would love to say that there's no issues of public drunkenness or folks that are sleeping, but if the worst thing that somebody's doing is sleeping, sleeping's not really bothering anybody else, unless they're big snorers, I suppose. But I do think that oftentimes some of the public safety issues that we've run into are not from the folks with the homeless folks that use the libraries. They don't often check out books. They do use the computers. They read magazines. They read some of the newspapers. We've had folks that also use the Wi-Fi. Sometimes they have mobile devices, so they're using their Wi-Fi. They use our charging stations. The library services are more than just what's on the shelf these days, and it's harder for those of us of a certain age to remember that it's not just about the books. But I do think that a lot of times what we're trying to provide is more of an experience for folks and everybody. I think that the idea of the library as sort of the inclusive environment within the community, it's still the place where everybody can come. That most libraries across the United States, large urban libraries like ourselves, are doing some sort of training for their staff. I know we do and Kim may have talked to you about it, but the Prepare training, which is some training that does prepare our public service staff for dealing with the public and de-escalating issues. And because although we do have some security folks who certainly have they've all been professionally trained, they're not always around, and all of our staff need to be able to understand how to best deal with these situations and, as I said, de-escalate them.